Hey Internet, today we're going to discuss can you unlock the limited rotating character as a casual player. So let me define what a casual player is. You play 1 to 2 hours a day, longer on the weekends, maybe 6 hours. So the character you see on the screen is Psyche. She is the current limited character. I say limited, but they rotate out. So they will first appear in the in-game mode immersive theater. So what this mode is that you clear the stages. So the first 4 stages is just mobs that you just defeat. The final stage is the boss. So let me just go back and show you my playtime.
I knew you'd bring me along.
As you can see, I've got 44.9 hours. Alright. So, first of all, the bare minimum, you need to get the character and the weapon. So you need to clear the classic repertoire for the weapon, and you need to clear the featured repertoire for the character. So you need to clear all 70 stars for classic and 30 stars for featured. I have not cleared the immortal repertoire yet. So how do you get the character? So once you've got your 30 stars, you will just claim your rewards in this tab here, or pop-up I suppose. So you'll get your secret letter, then you'll just run it normally via the covert commissions. So you know what that is. So that's how you get the character. As for the weapon, you buy the secret letter for the weapon, and that is in the memento shop. So you will have the weapon right here. So the first thing you should do is save up your currency and buy the weapon. That is the #1 priority. So don't buy anything else. Your next priority, I would focus on maybe your demon wedges. Okay. So, as a casual player, well, before we even talk about your pathway to getting the character, so it first appears in this in-game mode, and then after it cycles out, it will go to the weekly boss mode, so your nocturnal echoes. I'm not sure if it's going to be sharing the same boss slots, or they're just going to add a new slot for the new character. So they will appear in the weekly boss, I guess, for 3 weeks. That's what they stated. And then after 3 weeks, they are fully unlocked in the shop. So covert commissions, they will appear here, and you just buy them as normal. So you just use your secret letters and you just buy them, and then you do your covert commissions as normal. So let's get to the heart of the video. Is it possible? So yes, but you need to have a dedicated mindset and pathway. So first of all, go to your immersive theater and then check which elements you need. So for example, you need pyro, so the fire one, and you need anemo, so the wind one. So you need fire and wind elements. So I've got Lynn, and I've got the healing girl, the one that rides on the pig. So if you don't have those elements, it's going to be a lot more difficult. So having the elements deals 4 times more damage or 400% more damage. If you're using a different element, it is minus 50% damage. So you're only doing half the damage, whereas you're doing 4 times more damage. So it's advised that you have the correct element, and then whenever they rotate out for a new character, the elements changes as well, so you're going to have to build another character. So it is a good idea to build all the elements so you can just rotate out. Okay, so once you know what elements you need, your next step,
I knew you'd bring me along.
Who's the target today?
Is to unlock the characters that have that specific element. In this case, I chose to unlock Lynn, and I chose to get her all the way to Intron 6. So this took me about roughly 12 hours. So it's not that long. Not that bad actually. It depends on what commissions you get. If you're really unlucky, you get the really long ones that take like 5-10 minutes. But if you're lucky right now, so we've got the dismantle, which takes 1 minute. So it depends on what commissions you've got, and they rotate out hourly. So once you've got your character unlocked, you build your character. In terms of weapons, I think
I knew you'd bring me along.
so. I've just got basic weapons. I use the great sword for her. It's only level 50, as you can see. It's not even fully 60 yet. And then I just use the starter assault rifle. So I use the bow for
Filbert! Wakey wakey!
Truffle and
Time
Filbert.
to leave!
So I got the bow from the event, I think. So I'm not sure if it's a permanent event or like it's a promo thing. Yeah, but I got that weapon for free, and then the rest is history. You just go and clear the mobs and bosses, you'll eventually unlock it. So another thing I would like to point out, if you're free to play,
I knew you'd bring me along.
I recommend you save your wishes, because you have, well, you only get 10 wishes per patch, so you would need to save 1 year to get 1 cosmetic if you're free to play. Luckily, I got the cosmetic from the promotion, so they gave out 30 wishes and I happened to get it on the 30th wish. Okay, so that's another thing. Just keep that in mind. Okay. So,
The butterflies just fluttered over with an invitation.
in terms of genie mons, what I use to clear... So I use this miraculous cat tiz, and then for the second half I use the Beneva. Those were the I guess whatever the pets, I guess. Are they pets? I suppose. So here's what I use to clear this. As you can see, this is my setup. So depending on what side, sometimes you just need to have an entire team of DPS because you lack damage. And on the other side, you can have 1 DPS and then the other 2 supports. So I believe this healer isn't even fully leveled up, and her weapon is level 1, but Truffle and Filbert just does enough damage. So outsider kinda helps as well. So that was my setup. In the early stages, it didn't really matter too much. So, as you can see, I just did whatever. But as you progress, you will need to think about what to use. So it does change later on. Okay, so that is the discussion. So, short answer, yes you can, but you really need to focus on what to build, who to build, and you need to build efficiently. So,
The butterflies just flutter.
Who's
as
the target
mentioned,
today?
Lynn is I6, skills is level 6 at this time of recording. Weapons used was the greatsword, and I just used the starter assault rifle because I got nothing else. The flamethrower is garbage. It looks cool, but it doesn't help. So I don't even have the recommended weapon for her. And
The
for
butterflies just fluttered.
Filbert,
Gilbert! Wakey, wakey! Time to
I0,
leave.
skills level 6, and I got the bow. So I think the reason why it worked for her is because she does specialize in a bow. And for the polearm, I just used the scythe that we unlocked in the rotating banner. So you get this from the immersive theater when you beat the classic repertoire. Okay, so that was my strategy for Psyche. Alright, I know that was a whole bunch of talking and not a lot of showing, but I'm sure by now, if you're at the end game, you know what to do. Simply just kill the enemies and kill them on time. Alright, thanks for watching. Hope you had a great day. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to support me, become a member, or drop a super thanks. Until next time, see ya.